let's get the players out and get them ready for this lower bracket semi-final, as it will be a best of 5 to see who comes out on top to face Razy in the lower bracket final. So let's bring the players onto the stage. It is none other than MAXTER and ZENAKU. Have that problem because we're both so short. At least we won't headbutt the top of the teeth.
Yeah, MAXTER definitely has that problem.
Yeah, we wouldn't even need that problem. It's fine. Well, we're not the ones going out. So.
Some advantages.
Yeah, we'll never have that advantage because we're not playing. So what a shame. So, if you're just joining us, as you said earlier, this is a spot for the lower bracket final. They're both guaranteed top 4 in the prize money, but this is for a guaranteed podium finish as well. ZENAKU did place 3rd last year at KeenCon. MAXTER was actually the winner of KeenCon last year, taking down Razy in an incredible grand final. And now we're going to see how these two players are going to go at each other's throats, and I honestly can't wait to see how this is going to go. MAXTER just played so well in his previous match. ZENAKU is able to correct a lot of his mistakes and rectify what was needed in his play style to now make it this far. It's, as I mentioned before, a very long journey between the two players, and let's see if they can continue their road in this lower bracket.
I'm curious to see what the picks and bans are going to be looking like, because MAXTER can play pretty much anything, so can ZENAKU. They can play all the maps. Obviously, all the players at this level can play every champion and every map, so it's going to come down to how will they approach the picks and bans, because now it's a very high-stakes situation, right? Whoever drops here will get 4th place. Whoever wins gets to go versus Razy next. This is where the prize differences are big.
We've only seen one Crucible today on main stage, but we've had a couple of Exiles thrown into the mix. It's only been one time where Crucible and Exile was banned straight away from both players. But let's see how this is going to go. I'm very interested to know, or to go through or pick at ZENAKU's brain and how he's going to stop MAXTER. ZENAKU even said himself in the interview that he feels like it's going to be a clash of styles. And will it though? We'll have to find out soon enough, as MAXTER's been on form for the last few matches, playing against Sirius last night for top 6 in completely dominated, and had that incredible series against Venga earlier on. But let's have a look at the picks and bans. It looks like Corrupted Keep and Blood Covenant are both going to be banned straight away, so Crucible will be up first by MAXTER, and we'll be seeing Exile later on.
So MAXTER knows what the people want to see. The people want Crucible. ZENAKU, does he want to give us Exile as well? Ruins, okay.
Could see Exile early on. Let's see what ZENAKU wants to bring up, or up his sleeve rather. Deep Embrace. So it does mean it will go to Exile
and
as the 4th map, and then, yep, you're right. Awoken's been quite a common pick for the final map, hasn't it?
And there's the kill. MAXTER, if he cannot play kill first, he does not want anyone else to pick it. So ZENAKU might just go with the DK and or Ranger, and then MAXTER will pick the other one. Oh, Nyx! We have not seen a Nyx for Crucible yet, I believe. Oh, wait, Nyx, a light battle on Crucible? Wow. Okay, this is gonna be entertaining as hell.
But last time we saw Anarchy played on Crucible, Strong Sage was actually, I think he was playing against Psychic, but he was really good with the Anarchy, but he had to get some ridiculous rail shots in to actually make any effort. Yeah, and the Nyx we haven't even seen it on Crucible yet. Well, we haven't seen it on main stage anyway. Slash banned on Ruins, Ranger being picked up by MAXTER, and let's see what Zen is going to go with.
Probably the Strog. He's a really good pick for now. In the scale, okay, these players are getting fancy in their picks. I like it. Not predictable at all. I'm enjoying this. I think the games that we have lined up are going to be quite entertaining.
Fina banned by MAXTER on Deep Embrace, perfectly understandable. ZENAKU may go for the, I was going to say go for the Doom pick, but it seems like he's going to be going with the Strog. Of course, no cut to keep, so don't have to worry about that kind of matchup. Doom's going to be picked up by MAXTER. There we go. Let's see what ZENAKU is going to be banning on Exile.
9 seconds to go. I want to. No one has let the timer run out completely yet.
They haven't. No, they've been quite quick in terms of the decisions they want to make. on each of these maps. MAXTER now taking a little bit of time, and I probably would on Exile. Actually, he's very good on Exile.
He is. The Aizen is a really good champion on Exile as well. ZENAKU, what does he want to go? Does he want to go with a Sarlacc again?
He could. Wouldn't be the first time we've seen it here today.
BJ,
Let's go for the
okay.
BJ. So, could see the Sarlacc on Awoken. Wouldn't be the first time we've seen it. Again, as I mentioned earlier. Galena is also available.
There's a clutch ban.
And ZENAKU now is going to decide which champion from the few left remaining. If it does go to map number 5. We've seen Awoken as a map number 5, I'd say at least 3 times today, but we've never actually got that far to witness it. So Visor will be selected by ZENAKU, which is a good pick in my opinion. And now MAXTER, let's see what he's going to go with.
Sarlacc or Galena?
Galena, okay. So no mobility for both players on the last map anyway, but this is going to be fun because Crucible, we've seen it at a high level only a couple of times. I think Strong Sage displayed the skill required and the experience on Crucible, and I was very impressed with what he was able to show. So let's see if MAXTER and ZENAKU can equal that in terms of experience or more, but we saw how much Strong Sage had to put in with that Anarchy, like the amount of flicks he had with that rail, the experience he had with the angles and the position. I think Max is probably the best person for it.
Yeah, I mean, I get MAXTER picking Anarchy, even if I don't find Anarchy to be an amazing pick on Crucible. MAXTER likes going for those weird picks, so to speak, but the Nyx pick on Crucible is the one I'm most curious about, because it's a map that it's really easy to spam, really easy to pressure. Not a lot of doorways, and Nyx is a champion that kind of needs to do a lot of... She will be trying to play at with rail angles, and she needs a bit of space, and Anarchy... I feel like on this map, Anarchy will be doing what Nyx will, but a little bit better, unless he's trying to counter Nyx with just the Ghost Walk.
We've never seen a Nyx on Crucible yet. It's always been Death Knight or Kill. We're not going to get either this time, even with the Death Knight not banned, but the Kill was banned by MAXTER. He clearly watched that game between ZENAKU and Psychic and was just like, there's absolutely no point playing against a Kill. It'd just be more trouble than it's worth. But here we go, lower bracket semi-finals, best of 5. It's going to be between MAXTER and ZENAKU. Let's see who's going to get on the board straight away. Starting things off from MAXTER's perspective.
ZENAKU missed the jump to the... Somehow ZENAKU did not pick up that Mega. I'm not sure he's not gonna be happy about that start.
He won't know. Not going to tilt him off the face of the earth, but...
I'm not sure.
Well, we could.
It could.
A bit early, but...
I think it was really important.
It was definitely game-changing. MAXTER. Huge stack as he's...
Oh, I like it. Just pulling ZENAKU away from doing any sort of damage, and now he knows his stack is a lot bigger, and that's the first rails. MAXTER is going to chase ZENAKU. There's the light one. Surely now the chase underway. Wants to jump, but if that rail hit,
that would have been silly. Nezin hasn't got the initial advantage, but it seems like he's going to be okay. Picks up the heavy uncontested. Still has that inject.
And the ZENAKU, he can't really go for these items, because if he gets hit with anything, he knows he will have to use a Ghost Walk, and then he will just get chased to oblivion by MAXTER. So right now we can see that Nyx as a pick on Crucible. It really will only work if ZENAKU is landing the shots. And if his plan is to win the rail duels versus MAXTER, I'm a bit worried. He will have to use the Ghost Walk to get out of there for sure.
He'll eventually give up, but MAXTER's got absolutely no reason to move from that position.
If he doesn't use the Ghost Walk, then that's going to happen. He's just going to forfeit the first frag. Was that a 27-second voice line by Anarchy?
It sounded like it.
I thought we were hearing production there for a second, but nope, just Anarchy.
I thought I was hearing an echo, but no, I'm going with just me going senile. MAXTER, massive stack, and he has the inject. Now he's just looking to be on the warpath to fight. Zen, good damage from Zen, mind you, but he does pick up the Mega. He was hoping he would just back away a little bit. But yeah, that's not going to happen.
Not all bad though. He did a lot of damage to Under King. There's still 10 seconds for the major items to be up. ZENAKU definitely has a good chance of coming back into this one right now if he attacks the heavy. MAXTER tried to figure out where he would attack from. Couldn't really get it right. ZENAKU steals the heavy away. MAXTER playing a little bit more defensive now, finally.
Well hit, doesn't hit the second, but trying to see if he can find anything with that tripod. No, he's in no position. Good rocket, almost got the rail combo as well, but Max is so weak. He needs to be quite cautious on his next decision. As he's picked up the light, still has to inject. Look and see what's going on with the heavy, and he knows he's got the timing, and it's just been picked up by Zen.
Coming up, and MAXTER does not seem too interested in fighting for it. He has his own pocket mega. And he just wants to keep the distance and keep trying to go for these off-angle rails. But ZENAKU making a push. Finds him. Could be a kill by ZENAKU with Anarchy. He's just so fast. Oh, he messes up with his movement. Then almost falls off the map, and ZENAKU gets his first kill, 2-1.
He didn't take any damage either.
That was the most important bit there. Mega, it's gonna be very clean. ZENAKU doesn't need to pick it up just yet. He's trying to find some damage onto MAXTER, but MAXTER playing really safe.
A little bit better than man because he did have the mobility of of Nix anyway. 4 minutes in, still trailing by 1 frag, but MAXTER's done a great job. Now just crossing a stack. He has picked up the heavy. He's going to get away with that ghost walk, but he just hit the ceiling of the wall.
Yeah, ZENAKU fumbling with his movement a little bit, but gets the mega, gets away. He has a higher stack. Mega bounce spawn in. ZENAKU, here comes MAXTER. ZENAKU picks up the mega. Does not land the rail though. Now he's in a little bit of trouble, and MAXTER in the rail duels, he reigns supreme.
Both of them with no armor. Heavy's up in 3. Max is going to pick up the light first and eventually get a little bit of information. Yeah, gets there in the end. Lava wasn't really helping too much. Zen was just standing his ground on the heavy with the LG to see this good. Pushed on now. A little bit of damage here with the rockets, but right straight after. He could hit him before the mega. No, he does not. That was extremely close there. By MAXTER. Just keep helping the inject. We'll use it now to stop himself from being railable, but now he is after Zen hitting another good rail. And Heavy's up in 5 seconds. Oh, he has to go straight on him, picking up the light whilst he's finishing with a shoddy.
eSports uses the ghost walk not to lose any more HP, but MAXTER spawns next to the heavy, picks it up right off the bat. Oh, and he rocket jumps up. Wow. And gets the kill onto ZENAKU right before the mega spawn. ZENAKU cannot catch a break.
Really can't. Good rocket again. MAXTER just really showing his flexibility on this map. Now using the inject to stop himself from being railable. He doesn't want to drop down, but he probably realises that he's not going to be able to. Good rail. Let's do another to try and finish off with a shoddy, and he does. Extends his lead by 3.
Mega up soon. MAXTER collecting with no ZENAKU inside.
4 minutes left. Still time for ZENAKU to come back in this match. Heavy's up in just a few seconds.
MAXTER forfeiting it, deciding to play the angles and the long-range game once again. Which is we said at the start that would be ZENAKU's plan with this Nix, but it's not really working out. There's the mega. ZENAKU picks it up. MAXTER picks it up, but he's not that stacked. ZENAKU still has a little bit of a stack advantage.
See ZENAKU just trying to surgically dissect the map. MAXTER just abusing his ability to try and be a little bit more unorthodox with his positioning. Got 3 minutes left now. ZENAKU with a slight stack advantage. Mega is up. MAXTER is in a better position, but the back-to-back rails is going to do wonders for him and almost stops him from picking up that mega. But sadly, he was not able to, but did more than enough damage to keep ZENAKU on his toes. He catches him with the LG and seems to go straight away and back off with the inject.
Stars.
There's a heavy on ZENAKU.
Wow.
Predicting the
It's
drop
gone all
off. The
day
drop down
long.
perfectly with the shotgun. Mega up next. ZENAKU trying to chase MAXTER. Can he find him? He's gonna go back to the Mega. He knows if he goes too far, Anarchy will beat him on the race to it. He goes walk back up. Now it's Shades time. 2 minutes to go. 2 frag disadvantage for the Australian player.
ZENAKU can certainly do this. Just need to buy his time. Take advantage of any small opportunity he can gain. So he finds it, but again the mobility helping MAXTER. Does drop all the way down. Mega now up. Will be uncontested because MAXTER doesn't want to take the risk of putting himself in a really bad situation. He still has that ghost walk. Great rail, and he's going to be on the hunt, and MAXTER predicts this. He's just backing away, using those predictive rockets, good defensive rail, and it's going to put a complete halt to the aggression from ZENAKU. ZENAKU has picked up the heavy against him, now he can continue applying pressure.
ZENAKU fortunate enough that MAXTER missed a couple of blows there. And pressure on this Mega, and he does land the shot. Can he get the kill? Some more damage on the Mega, and he survives. 40 HP, just over a minute to go. ZENAKU, he needs to play this to absolute perfection. He wants to come back in this game, and MAXTER reads the drop again and gets the kill. 63, 1 minute to go. Now ZENAKU has to go for extremely desperate moves to try and get something done, and it doesn't seem like MAXTER is interested.
Instead just diving on in now to try and get a frag, but he went off flying. Spawns on the heavy, Mega is up, but yeah, it's too late now. 45 seconds left. Will not be able to catch up to him. Has the inject. And that was really, really well played by MAXTER. Really making the Anarchy work. Well, the Anarchy's got a 100% win rate at the moment.
Yeah, I think it was a bit of a not big hit. The plan was, let's see. I was expecting, there we go.
Face planting it.
Face planting that rocket. MAXTER is gonna try to push his stats a bit more now.
I see.
Oh, what a beautiful flick. Yeah, MAXTER is on form, and that first map is gonna go to the Argentinian player.
Certainly will. In this upper bracket semi-final, MAXTER's going to be gaining the lead early on in this series with that first map win. Let's see how ZENAKU's going to do in the remainder of these maps. As you can see from the item control as well, MAXTER with the 18 items, 20 for ZENAKU, 46% rail for MAXTER. I don't know why I'm saying it as though I should be surprised. 45% LG as well.
And yeah, I mean, the Nyx pick was a bit of an oddball in this map, especially versus Anarchy, because the game plan of the Nyx is usually stay long range, hit the rails, and then maybe try to use the aggressive ghost walk. But in a map like this, especially against MAXTER, right? MAXTER's plan is always stay long range, hit rails, and he's using the Anarchy, which boosts that. So the only way for ZENAKU to actually have an interest in the game is to out-rail MAXTER in those rail duels. That is a very low chance of happening, and MAXTER showed us exactly why.
Yeah, the probability of that is going to be pretty low, as MAXTER expressed in that game. But it's nice to see the Nyx and how it gets played out, but wasn't playing out enough there for ZENAKU. ZENAKU still played well, but saw there MAXTER was just able to let this spiral out of control in the final few minutes. But that's Crucible all done. ZENAKU doesn't need to worry about that anymore. He can move on to the next map. For you guys joining us, this is a spot in for the lower bracket final for the wins this series. And MAXTER is now up 1-0. Now going to get ready. As you can see, it'll be the Ranger versus the Scale, and it is on ruins, isn't it?
I want to say yes.
Because we were a bit like, okay. So those picks happened.
Yeah, when you get so many maps, it's very easy to forget what map is next.
Yeah, especially when you see the champion picks. But we'll see how this goes.
It's gotta be ruins.
Yeah. We'll just assume it is. If it's not, then it just means that chat just needs to stop listening to what we're saying.
Yeah.
They probably did that yesterday.
But yeah, Ranger versus Scale is an interesting one. The Scale just wants to go all out and get the close range battle. That's what Ranger wants as well.
This is it. Right, let's have a look. We're going to map number 2, the Ranger versus the Scale.
Yeah.
And let's see if Zen can now tie up the series. Or if MAXTER is going to continue on adding another game to the series and go up 2-0.
Given that both of these players have a champion that really favors the close range battles, I expect this game to have like 20 frags.
Let's listen out for where ZENAKU could be. All the weapons in the arsenal.
Not a
Right down to scale by Zen. And now the head is up. Mega's going to be up for the next couple of seconds.
Using
Love
the
up
orb.
on MAXTER.
That is a very early use of the orb in ZENAKU. Surely he's going to be trying to close this right after that.
Well, we did see some crazy orb plays by MAXTER yesterday on a one game. So nothing's really going to surprise me too much now. Does hit him with the rail and will he go and do this? Yes, he does.
Better be ready to put
So
up
there we are,
or shut
MAXTER
up.
with an early lead.
I think with MAXTER that he really wants to play the long range game, but he's always completely ready for when people close the distance. He knows exactly how to play that.
Hasn't really got much LG ammo. I'm sure he'll sort that out in a few moments. Items a couple of seconds apart as he just tried to bull rush away. He catches him with that rail as the bull rush finished. Perfect timing in for MAXTER, hits him again.
Love it. The rocket jump just to set up the angle. Beautiful.
And ZENAKU just trying to lick his wounds, but trying to find him to see if he's around the courtyard. He would not find him, but at least he eats up the lights anyway. Heavy is up, and so is the Mega.
2 minutes in. 1 frag difference. Way of MAXTER. ZENAKU doesn't really have much armor, and that light armor will take a little bit longer to spawn. MAXTER actually is going to let him get away as he goes to the other part of the map. With major item spawning, it's ZENAKU just dancing away with the scale.
Yeah, he was like, yeah, I'm not interested.
Look at the stack difference.
I know, right? And he's got the orb, but don't worry, ZENAKU does have the bull rush. Oh, finds him, tickles him, and just like, yeah, see you later.
Waiting for the Mega. Can you get it? Oh, why is ZENAKU there? Oh, the bull rush doesn't really do any damage either. Oh, he didn't use it. I thought he used the bull rush to get back down, but nope. That's just going to be a very clean kill going for MAXTER as catching ZENAKU completely off guard in the jump pad. Mega spawning soon again, and ZENAKU surely not interested in fighting before he collects a couple more weapons.
Yeah, MAXTER didn't even take that much damage, did he? As we're 3 minutes in. Still maintaining that lead. Yes, he's going to jump on in anyway. Good rockets coming out from Zen. He's going to use that bull rush now. We're about to get in. To 18 and MAXTER.
My kingdoms finally
They both get a trade, but each to their own. Mega now up in Zen.
Mega spawning soon. ZENAKU trying to fight here. Goes away and gives him everything free to MAXTER. He's already set up at the heavy. Surely MAXTER is not going to drop him. Even with the orb. Oh my god, MAXTER dropped one weapon, one orb in the dream. And MAXTER goes for it, gets the frag on ZENAKU with 14 HP. Yes. He's ready for the next kill. ZENAKU trying to go for some awkward rail angles. And MAXTER still only one weapon. He doesn't care. One weapon, machine gun, in the orb is enough for the Argentinian player.
Oh my goodness, and he takes himself down anyway. Now with that 2 frag lead. Let's see what ZENAKU can do here. The heavy is up, manages to bag it. Gets an extremely important rail as the orb is made available for MAXTER. Bull rush won't be available for another 10 seconds after picking up those hourglasses. Now let's get prepared for this Mega. MAXTER's not even going to make an attempt for it this time. So he'll be picking that up for free. The Heavy will be up in 7, so just making a rotation for these items and just waiting for MAXTER to even try and challenge him or to try and chip away at him.
There's another Heavy for ZENAKU. MAXTER managing to not get hit by anything just yet. 5 minutes to go. That's a nice angle. Oh, he almost hits the rocket on his face. Good dodge there by ZENAKU. MAXTER, I don't know if you can see him just yet. Does avoid the rail damage. ZENAKU on packing mode, and ZENAKU just MAXTER just on rail turret mode. There's another Heavy for ZENAKU. Oh, MAXTER, is he gonna push? Surely not. After hearing the Heavy pick up by ZENAKU, MAXTER decides not to push. And after that orb usage, it's now go time for ZENAKU.
He's just teasing at the idea. Approaching the 6-minute mark. Mega's up, and as you can see so far, ZENAKU, oh, it could be a tight but it's flying high a little bit with the LG. And Heavy will be up in the next couple of seconds.
ZENAKU trying to get ready for the Mega. MAXTER already trying to defend it. It would not be a bad push if ZENAKU decides to bull rush onto it. He decides not to after not doing any entry damage to MAXTER. Being given a Mega after a few minutes of not having any major item. ZENAKU missing the rail. Surely MAXTER is just going to go back to it. There's the rail to orb combo, getting the Heavy right after. Maybe another kill? ZENAKU just trying to get away. And I don't think he's going to be able to stay alive. That's kill number 5. For MAXTER. Make it 6?
Oh
not
my
just yet.
goodness, the
Not
LG
just yet.
damage. It's going to continue anyway. Stops him from picking up the Mega, which is going to be huge now for MAXTER. And Heavy will be up in 5, just biding his time. Just going to see if Zen's going to drop down, which he is not. And he's running out of ammo with the LG. Rail is following suit, but it doesn't matter because he's in the LG area anyway. It's just more focus on prioritising the kill rather than worrying about the LG, but MAXTER again just still with that huge stack. Zen is trying to find a way to chop away at the stack. He's running out of time here.
There's the rocket warp. Can ZENAKU even hit MAXTER at this point? No, he cannot, and that's going to be the 7th kill to MAXTER. And dare I say, that might be the finishing blow in this match. Because it's a bit too little, too late for ZENAKU to come in. If he does want the comeback now, but no, it's just more frags going in the way of MAXTER, showing us the good form that is in, just like Rafa mentioned earlier.
10 seconds until the Mega, but at this point, with MAXTER being up 8-1 with that 7 frag deficit, but ZENAKU needs to close out. Looking pretty unlikely, especially with the lack of mobility. Try and maybe go for it, or she's going to be ready. But it's Grail, and MAXTER's continuing on to apply damage. With that LG, attacks him again with that vertical rail. Just ridiculous amount of stuff Max has been able to do. Again, what we should do is just going to go in for insurance with the orb. It's just something around the ball rush. She's still only 41 HP, but it doesn't matter. Only 90 seconds left. And the second round is over.
Yeah, ZENAKU, the two things that he tried with his champion so far, not quite working just yet. He tried with the Nyx, he couldn't really get the game plan to work. He tried with a Scale Bearer, couldn't really get his game plan to work. We hope he'll have a little bit more luck in the next map, but it seems that MAXTER so far has an answer to everything ZENAKU tries to do. As we go into the final minutes, it's pretty much that time, just trying to give players a bit more warm up for the next map. MAXTER, ZENAKU finally getting a kill onto MAXTER despite not being clean at all. But hopefully this will give him some more confidence going into the last map.
It's a little bit demoralising considering the start MAXTER had. A couple of opportunities here and there from ZENAKU. But the fact that he now has to create a reverse sweep to even have a chance to make it into the lower bracket final. Looking a bit bleak, but we've seen ZENAKU do some crazy things in the past. Yeah, this is definitely a very interesting matchup. So Max again just continuing to be on form. And now we're just waiting for this map to finish. before we get into map number 3. We didn't expect it to be the Ranger versus the Scale of all things this early on with the champion picks.
Yeah.
Which was a little bit bizarre in itself. But it will be GG between these two players. Ruins is going to go in the hands of MAXTER. And we'll be up 2-0 in this series in this best of 5. And the question is going to be, how is ZENAKU going to take MAXTER down? Needs to create that reverse sweep. And you can see from the percentages as well, 53% rail from MAXTER, only 25 from Zen.
Yeah, Zen not having a great game accuracy-wise. He's tried a few different things, he's tried a few different champions, but none quite working versus MAXTER. MAXTER just seems to be too on form right now. Too hard for anyone to stop him.
Yeah, everyone just seems to be struggling him entirely. We saw Wenger struggling against him here and there. We know we lost 3-1 to him earlier on today in that lower bracket match for top 4. ZENAKU's having the same issues. And MAXTER's just chilling at the moment, just riding the wave, and he's going to continue to do so. Even Razy may have a few issues and a few problems with him if he does end up matching against him in that lower bracket final. But still a little bit early for assumptions as of yet. ZENAKU's still got a chance to bring this back in his next 3 maps. But ZENAKU needs to show some indicators, some promise here.
Exactly, we're gonna see the players moving on to the 3rd map eventually, as we finish watching the last few highlights of this. And you were talking about Razy eventually. If MAXTER does end up winning this, Rafa does expect MAXTER to beat Razy later on, so we'll have to see how that goes. For now, MAXTER still has to go against ZENAKU, and we're still waiting to see if ZENAKU has an answer to deal with MAXTER. MAXTER just seems to be absolutely ready for anything. As we know, he's a man of very few defensive mistakes.
That is right. You can see the trophies there, what the players are going to be competing for. And let's find out what is going to happen in this next map between Doom and the Strog. As already mentioned already, MAXTER now already up 2-0. Looking pretty eager to try and end their day a little bit early with all these 3 zeros and 3 1s.
Yeah.
And ZENAKU just in the zen right now, just relaxing a little bit, just trying to accept the situation, and now got to take it 1 map at a time.
Yeah, so next map, Deep Embrace, we should be getting MAXTER with the Doom, ZENAKU again with the faster mobility champion, with the Strog. We'll have to see how he wants to approach this one. MAXTER, usually we see ZENAKU rocking the Doom, but nice to see a little change of pace. So MAXTER with the Doom, let's see the starting spawn. ZENAKU gets the top light, surely going for the heavy eventually, just trying to... Oh, he does a lot of damage to ZENAKU actually. He can completely deny the mech, and ZENAKU just fighting back immediately. Oh, it's ZENAKU's plan in. ZENAKU almost gets the kill on MAXTER almost gets the kill on ZENAKU before... Wow, a machine gun brawl for the first frag. Both players just going hyper aggressive, they don't want to give any respect to the other. And ZENAKU this time around actually getting the first kill, and MAXTER is right back at him, just fighting it. And he gets the kill right after.
Already won a piece. His first minute of Deep Embrace, good rail coming up from MAXTER, finishes him off with a shotty. Oh, he hits him with such a crucial rail, 2 for 2 on that LG spawn. Almost hits him again, but he's got to be careful, he's only on 42 HP, the Mega is available. And I like this for MAXTER, just picking up the health bubbles first, knowing that ZENAKU is most probably going to go for the heavy. Good read coming out from MAXTER as he sees him drop down from the health bubble. Almost hits him with that rail, he was tempted, don't get me wrong, and coming up with the LG again, good rocket coming up from Zen, and now he can at least calm MAXTER down a little bit with his movement.
Let's see, I'd like to see ZENAKU have a good try at this map. So far he hasn't... Oh, that's a fancy a plasma jump. Bringing back the defrag gears. Sadly not quite working, as somehow MAXTER was ready for the tangle as well. And for the peeker. ZENAKU do any bit of damage before this Mega? He seems really scared of just getting close to this MAXTER, and that is why MAXTER just punches him in the face to get his 4th kill. 10 seconds before the heavy, and MAXTER getting in position. There's another rail.
So important, just stopping Zen from making that jump. Make his way to contest the heavy. Mega's up in 10. ZENAKU in a A world of trouble right now, and it's going to be even further trouble now. Up by 3 frags, make that 4. It's MAXTER now. Looking good and looking to try and close out the series. Zen still has plenty of time to try and bring this back and tie it up. And the LG's looking very good from ZENAKU. Getting a lot of damage done, trying to do more with the Pika, but Zen finally gets a frag back on the board, just on that 3 frag deficit now. And ZENAKU, sadly with that missed rail, he needs to try and get away from the situation.
Yeah, but at least now he has some armor to work with, some weapons as well. He has the timing, defending this Mega. You can see MAXTER goes away to pick up that railgun, so he's not going to be here to challenge for the Mega. ZENAKU having some breathing room. Can he find MAXTER? 10 seconds for the heavy. He finds MAXTER as he's greeted with a rail to face. A great return rail from ZENAKU, and another one by MAXTER. Both players were available there for a second, but ZENAKU gets the better end of it as he's the one in control. He's the one getting the items. MAXTER not a lot to play with, but he's still fighting. Oh wow, what a beautiful rail by ZENAKU. MAXTER now not much health to play with. 3 seconds for the Mega. And again, he gets the free Mega health.
Yeah, Max is still able to stay alive. ZENAKU now, massive stack. If he's going up in the next 5 seconds, MAXTER surely is just going to be keeping himself at bay to continue on that recovery process. Mega will be up in 12. ZENAKU just,
Nice.
Great drive by rail. This will be a great start. Needs to be super aggressive now to try and hunt down MAXTER and get some lovely stuff. Now only a 2 frag deficit. ZENAKU looking to try and tie things up here and is able to pick up the Mega.
Some damage from ZENAKU trying to chase MAXTER once again. No damage there. Not much left for the heavy to be important for ZENAKU to at least kill him or do a lot of damage. And he gets the kill. 6-5. ZENAKU, still a long time to go. It seems that he wants to keep chasing MAXTER. MAXTER about to get the railgun, so ZENAKU now knows he needs to be a little bit more careful with the rail angles. And as soon as I mentioned it, there's a great rail in the back by MAXTER. Good return with the tribal though by ZENAKU. Heavy in 10 seconds. MAXTER right above. Can ZENAKU make his way without taking more damage? Seems that MAXTER is the one that's going to be taking the heavy. ZENAKU does not dare pushing in just yet.
Still though, approaching the halfway stage here. ZENAKU, I was a little bit worried for him a couple minutes ago, but it's established some... Drop once again, but MAXTER's actually dropped down with those rockets, but look how much he did! And MAXTER comes at him with that return rail.
Oh, both players just fighting each other off spawn, and that's going to be another kill for MAXTER. 5 minutes to go, and he seems looking really good, and yet another. Oh, not the kill just yet. He's chasing him with a punch. ZENAKU does not want to get punched once again. Both players with the rail out. And MAXTER is actually getting out railed finally. ZENAKU with a kill. A very awkward fight there that gives ZENAKU a way back into the game as we hit the 5-minute mark.
Heavy's up in 7. ZENAKU with the stack. Oh, the Pika will take it down instantly. Good LG coming out from ZENAKU though. MAXTER has to back away. He knows, but he's in a spot above it here. Goes through the TP perfectly timed as he's trying to make that recovery rotation. Does a little bit of damage to Zen. Of course, not enough to put a stop to Zen's aggression.
It's the closest we've seen ZENAKU to tying up the game versus MAXTER in all 3 maps. And he gets one more kill. One more will tie up the game. He still has perfect rotation on the items. Has all of the weapons. All the stack he needs. And he knows where MAXTER is. But he's already getting railed. Heavy's coming up soon, and I don't think ZENAKU, does he want to push? He should, because MAXTER really only has 2 weapons. He finds MAXTER, but MAXTER, with only those 2 weapons, he's doing so much damage.
Here's a MAXTER. Okay, gets a little bit of Pika damage, and hits the rail as well. We better get a second. Yes, he does. That was so important for ZENAKU here to keep himself in this match. Now we're all tied up, 8 apiece. Another rail from ZENAKU, looking to try and rotate around. And I love the nail jump from that rocket jump pad. As the heavy is up, but he's not going to go for it straight away.
Can he hit the rail? Oh, MAXTER falls. He doesn't know MAXTER fell. There we go. No harm done yet. 8-8. The game is tied, and MAXTER surely about to die soon. And there it is. ZENAKU lands the rail. Finally in the lead. I think this is the first time he's been in the lead the whole best of 5. And he's looking good.
Certainly is. He comes out again, taking it straight away. Zen will find him. Oh, this could be a great rocket jump. And didn't have the LG prepared as he had the rockets in hand, expecting something else. And now ZENAKU's back on top. 10 to 8 is going to be stopping him. The rockets aren't looking too good though. Max is still very weak. Oh, that would have been crucial if he was able to hit that shot and make it 11th frag. And Mega has been picked up. I cannot believe how ZENAKU has been able to turn this around and just destroy Max's momentum.
Surely the shotgun now just to get the last kill. There we go, 11 to 8. Heavy spawning soon, and MAXTER knows that time is ticking. 2 seconds to go, and he figures this is his best chance of coming back. And ZENAKU does steal Heavy, goes down though, and MAXTER still has a lot of HP left, not much armor, but he has the rail and the LG. This is all he should need. He also picks up the rockets. Mega about to spawn in. ZENAKU not going for the Mega just yet. MAXTER shortly looking to do some damage there. He's actually going to be able to get it himself as ZENAKU decides that the rail is more important than picking up that Mega. Here's the push. MAXTER to the Heavy. A little bit of tribal damage, but ZENAKU is going to just go away. 450 to MAXTER. He's playing a little bit passive now. ZENAKU is still 1.5 minutes to go. MAXTER right above him. He's going to try and drop it, go for a rail angle, and he does land it. Oh, he almost lands the second one as well. Mega up soon. ZENAKU just wants to go for yet another rail angle, which he somehow hits. Just keeps landing shot after shot. Oh, and yet again, can he get one more? And he does. The LG to finish that kill. 11 to 10, and MAXTER rushing through to the rail, making sure ZENAKU cannot spawn there. There is ZENAKU. He's way too early. ZENAKU actually got the Heavy just before MAXTER got there, and he's still here. And MAXTER is trying to find an angle to shoot him from, but all of the damage from ZENAKU's rail, and ZENAKU comes up the jump pad. MAXTER caught with his pants down, and ZENAKU 12 to 10. Less than a minute to go.
Yeah, only 40 seconds left. Heavy's going to be up. And ZENAKU, what a comeback he's made. Back and forth from both these players. Pick made available. He's got the information he needs. He's going to try and do as much damage as he can with the P. Doesn't get a lot done, and MAXTER just shelling it down every time. Good rail from MAXTER. Misses to second. Will he get this jump pad to go for the third? No, he will not. Time is running out. He needs to just push on in, be over-aggressive, no matter how comfortable he is. Will he be able to get him? Yes, he does.
12 seconds.
Still 10 seconds left remaining.
He knows the spawn.
Spawns on the LG. Will he be able to catch him?
Gets a rail.
Yes, one. He needs to go for 2 more in his next 5 seconds. Hits him. Will he be able to get 1 more?
Where is he?
Still waiting for that angle. He's actually just waiting there for him.
Oh,
my God, that was so close. But ZENAKU just clearing my water to take match number 3. And he is thinking to himself, 1 more second, and that could have been it.
Yeah, very, very close for a game at the end, and ZENAKU finally getting a map win versus MAXTER, despite still being completely outrailed, as you see in the accuracies, 36% versus 55% going in the way of MAXTER. ZENAKU showing some fight finally in this match.
He certainly was. And thank you for covering for me, by the way. Let's just get my headset sorted, but looks like I think we're back on track now. As ZENAKU, like I said before, 1 map at a time. That's all he needs to think about. And you can tell how chilled and relaxed he was now, but he just needs to relax a little bit going into this the remainder of the series as we head into map number 4. But I was extremely worried at the stage where MAXTER was up 5 or 6 to 2, create that momentum shift, hit some crazy rails, and not really giving ZENAKU much room to actually do anything on the map entirely.
I was worried about this frag for MAXTER because it seemed after the first couple of rockets he did not have it, but he does find the rail in the end. Well played by ZENAKU.
Yeah, well played indeed. The Australian's going to be keeping himself alive. Now we're going to find out what's going to be happening in his next 2 maps. We might actually get to see an Awoken, which is going to be a bit of a shock to the system.
Finally. It's one of my favorite maps, and we rarely got to see it.
Yeah, look, he knew.
He was close.
1 more second, I would have had you. Might have him in the next map, though. So we'll find out eventually.
Next map's gonna be Eisen versus BJ.
Yeah, we normally see Eisen banned or on that final map, but let's see how this is going to go shortly. ZENAKU will have to take this to a map number 5. He wants to win the whole series. MAXTER just wants to end it beforehand. wants absolutely nothing to do with it. But good comeback from ZENAKU in that last map. He can easily have just got demoralized and just let it go, and then place in 4th. But he's still got a lot of fight left in him. As we go into Exile, it will be the Eisen versus the BJ. An unusual matchup in Exile. But let's see how it goes, as we're going to be starting things from ZENAKU's perspective. As we just made the switch over to MAXTER. The Heavy has just been picked up. Mega still available and has been delayed.
MAXTER surely thinking about that rail already. Guys, I don't think any player has it just yet. Oh, ZENAKU does have the rail. Just MAXTER doesn't. Let's see how long ZENAKU can keep the rail away from MAXTER.
First rail from ZENAKU, getting a lot of damage done. So it can be a matter of time, and ZENAKU predicted him to just drop down and just cleans him up with a shoddy. As ZENAKU now, massive stack. And that Heavy and the Mega, going over to Jewel, he's going to try and catch him if he can. And he does actually, as he's heading towards that line. Oh, the rail straight afterwards. Zen is definitely feeling himself after that fiasco on Deep Embrace. Takes out that turret. MAXTER just trying to lick his wounds and heal up from that last engagement.
Oh, wow, the rocket. Just hit him bang on, and he still gets the kill somehow. What a kill by ZENAKU. Surely now. So Rubí is starting to think about the rail a bit more. ZENAKU very low on HP, this gets the light. He's trying to survive the situation, trying to hit any damage with the rockets, but MAXTER somehow dodging everything.
Oh my god!
And he gets the kill without taking any point of damage.
0 damage, even from there as well.
Heavy. Okay, MAXTER. Oh, there's Zen. Going up the jump pad. MAXTER just punishes him. Finally, MAXTER gets that rally. Just missed the first one. But all is good. There's the second one. And anymore, there's another rail. And this is what we watch MAXTER for these rails.
He's had so many clutch rails this weekend. Heavy's up in just a couple of seconds. And MAXTER just trying to do what he can to stop him from approaching that Heavy. He's going to actually rotate back around instead. He is railable, so it's not even going to bother taking that risk. It's in with that first rail. Just checking the TP. TP goes through. Went through a little bit late, but was still had the discipline to continue holding back that angle and catch him. And now also has the Mega. ZENAKU is still pretty weak. Has the information he needs now to know which area of the map ZENAKU is going to be in, and attack just a little bit.
A little bit scary there. Heavy about to spawn. MAXTER just listening out where ZENAKU is. He should have a rail angle. Nope, not quite. Almost had it there. He's gonna go back, get some more rail ammunition. Go back up. Let's get the position again. Let the high ground get prepared for the Mega. 3 Mega. Where is ZENAKU? Can MAXTER find him? Oh, there he is.
It's from MAXTER as well.
That's a lot of free damage by that ZENAKU just did. Really good defensive damage.
Yeah, he's actually now matching the stack from MAXTER. If not, actually, he's actually got more stack for more that damage. Actually jumps in for the Heavy. Zen jumps on in with that dual as well. Now we're at 3 apiece. He's actually directly underneath. Waiting to go through and timed it really well when the rocket went through the bridge.
I can't believe it.
And now he's been diving in with the
man.
LG. So unfortunate.
The first rocket, he
was prepared.
The first rocket, he did it right before he went in, and the second rocket goes through. Oh man, that's gotta be frustrating.
Yeah, that was painful to watch. And it's like I said before, considering Zen was prepared for him to go for that TP. Now at the 4-minute mark, Zen only trailing by 1 frag. Mega will be up in the next few seconds. I expect MAXTER to go for the TP again to try and challenge him for that Mega, and he's done a lot of damage with that tripod. MAXTER looking to try and get away if he can. ZENAKU will be able to clean him up, just daring for him to go for the TP, and he does actually get away. I'm not sure how long for though.
14 HP in a dream. CC stacked up quite nicely, picked up all the weapons he needs. Might actually be able to expedition for a little bit, just wants to get a rail up. Or some bit of damage. land the rail, but doesn't really take any damage either, so he is okay. Can he avoid ZENAKU for the time being? Oh, that's... He could have fired the rail, but he decided running away with my life right now is more important than me hitting that rail.
Speaking of hitting rails, ZENAKU just hit one of his own, and now Max is in deep trouble. He's not even going to attempt to go for that knife because he was expecting him to maybe get cornered. Good rocket, mind you. Oh, with the TP, and he was trapped by the turret. How on earth was MAXTER able to topple him with that stack? And MAXTER's still trying to stay alive here as he's just rotating back around. And Heavy is up in 10. So MAXTER's going to stay in position anyway.
You got a feel for ZENAKU after the TP mishap.
It's painful.
Yeah, and then this, it's insane. Max is running away with murder.
Yeah, it's just all adding up and affecting his mental, but still ZENAKU trying to be as calm as a cucumber now with ZENAKU with that huge stack again, but hopefully he won't just throw it away.
And Max is already so good defensively, and if you had a turret to help him, it's effectively a 2 versus 1.
Good chip from MAXTER. He's trying to look for the second, waiting for him to drop one down. Doesn't hit much for the tri-bolt, but good attempt anyways. Expected to go for the TP, gets again a bit more damage done with that last rocket. Mega's up in a couple of seconds, and Max is just trying to figure out a way to do enough damage to then contest some of his items, but it's been really difficult. ZENAKU's piling on a lot of pressure, but not been able to do enough to get this fourth frag, but still have 3.5 minutes. Plenty of time to find a way back in this matchup.
Jump it? Nope, that would be quite insane. MAXTER just defensively is I keep saying this, but he's pretty much perfect defensively. Just listening out, knowing exactly where he can back off to. How he should fight. Oh my god, look at that. Like, if you're gonna add in those couple of insane rockets here now and then. And even that, what was that rail angle? It's a good thing he didn't hit it, but he managed to steal the heavy away because ZENAKU keeps trying to do more and more aggressive pushes. So much damage from MAXTER. He might be able to get the kill. He's also not very stacked, but he gets the kill. 6-3 by MAXTER.
I don't know how it's been able to do this. His setups with this turret as he's approaching with some of his items. And it's not like he's doing more than enough chip to be able to do this, but MAXTER's staying alive and the shot is not going to work either. And he attempted to drop down for this heavy, but he knows ZENAKU's just down there, but he's the one to get the first shot. MAXTER up 7-3. And ZENAKU needs to try and find 4 frags to tie this up, but MAXTER just playing it out of his skull defensively.
Yeah, MAXTER defensively, I would not ever want to go up against that. He just either you get the first kill or just you have to forfeit.
Yeah,
pretty much. Oh, he doesn't know where ZENAKU is right now, and ZENAKU, surprising push, gets the kill. 2 minutes to go. 3 frags. It is perfectly possible right now. I didn't think MAXTER could ever get caught off guard, but he did.
Yeah, I was going to say the exact same thing. It's quite a rare moment, which is ZENAKU took full advantage of that dual with the shot. He hits him with a good rail damage from the rocket. Not too bad, actually looking really good now. It's now going to be switching back over, but he needs to take MAXTER down now. He's still... Oh no, yeah, Timmy
just
blocked his path and yeah, did a small amount of damage, but in the end, retreats back over to the heavy.
1 minute, just over a minute. There is MAXTER. The shot, he's gonna have to chase directly. MAXTER just, this little, it's not a lot of damage, but the bounces are enough to annoy you and set you off course.
1 minute warning.
Rocket again.
Oh, he's going to the other side.
But he has to chase, and of course, not
the
the best mobile either. That was a huge kill there from ZENAKU. Didn't take too much damage, which means he can continue the aggression. He'd have to anyway. Only 45 seconds left. Dual wield in the hands. He's going to try and use it now to try and take it down with the LG. Take down turret first, but a lot of damage being consumed. Consumed thanks to MAXTER's LG face planting him with that turret as well. 30 seconds left. ZENAKU still back to a shoe stack, chasing him down again. Will he be able to find him? But the defensive nails is not looking too bad here for MAXTER. Rotating back around, just frustrating ZENAKU, and this could be it.
MAXTER now just ring around the roses. The other side? Oh, no, he's not going to be able to get him in time. And that is going to be it. MAXTER beats ZENAKU 3-1.
But defensively, that was a prime example of how good MAXTER is. Not just on that map, but just defensively overall. Just been a real nuisance. The stack ZENAKU had multiple times, getting full advantage with the eyes and, well, with Timmy, so to speak. But MAXTER, that'll be it for him in this series. He'll be taking it 3-1 and will be greeted by Razy in that lower bracket final.
And look at the damage and the item differences. ZENAKU had 20 more major items. In
28 items total, something silly like that.
1k less damage than MAXTER. It was just MAXTER's defensive damage is too much for ZENAKU to handle. It's what we expect from MAXTER. He's in shape and his defensive game is second to none. This was the moment where he managed to avoid all of that damage and eventually get the kill. Very, very well played.
Commiseration to ZENAKU. He won't get that podium finish this year. We'll come out on 4th. 650 euros, I believe. Depending on your guys' contributions at home on the GoFundMe, it could be more. We'll have to see.
4th place is 600.
Not 650? I thought it might have changed. You could be right though. I might be mixed up with 250 with this N6.
And it's only there's only a prize pool for 4th, 5th, and 6th now because of you guys that have donated so much through our GoFundMe page. That is should be getting spammed on Twitch and in our social medias. So thank you guys.
Yeah, thank you so far. And if you want to continue with those contributions and those donations on the GoFundMe, make sure you head over onto the Twitter at KeenCon Gaming and through Twitch chat as well. We've hit all the milestones already. I don't know if we're going to have any additional ones. I'll probably find out at some point. But yeah, some people have been so generous and we couldn't be thankful enough. As you can see there, we'll be seeing MAXTER once again in the lower bracket final later on. But my goodness, what a way to close out that series. I did feel like ZENAKU was going to be able to tie it up at some stage, but we'll find out MAXTER's thoughts very shortly as we do have an interview with him to see how he feels about that matchup and also how he feels about going into that lower bracket final against Razy.
Yeah, MAXTER, congratulations first of all to secure your 3rd place here. You can go further, but let me first ask you about that game you played against ZENAKU. It started super confident for you. Like the first 2 maps were rather dominant, but then ZENAKU turned it up and put you under a lot of pressure. How did you manage to push it over the finish line in the end?
I mean, I think that at the beginning I just wanted to just set myself as the one that was going to hit the shot. I mean, that's something that ZENAKU does really well. He controls the map really well. And at the same time, I think that's probably the disadvantage on his side because I know all the time where he's going. So, for example, if it is on time, of course I was losing timings a lot during this match. But the thing is that every time that I remember the item and he was there, he was punished. So that, at least at the beginning of the first two maps, that was much better in my case. Then the 3rd map, I knew that it was going to be tough because he playing straw is too hard to catch, and well, obviously that ending on Deep Embrace, that was basically the final sentence of that of what I just said. And then on the last map, I just forgot all the items. I just kept running because I didn't know the rotation. I was like, oh no, 18, 48. No, I don't remember anymore, and just kept running, doing damage. And well, sometimes you need to know how to escape, you know.
Yeah, I mean, what he did to you on Deep Embrace, you kind of returned on Exile immediately with your defensive play there. So, next up is Razy for you. What are your thoughts going into this one?
Interesting matchup as always. It's Razy. We have played, I think, 4 times already on LAN. 2 here and 1 this year as well. 2 last year, 1 this year. Then at QuakeCon, so we have plenty of history on LAN. I mean, it's always interesting to play Racy just because he is amazing. And I don't know, I will just keep playing my game. He's looking really good, besides the result he had against Rafa. But every match is different. Every player has a different game style, and you have to play the matches. So I will just be focused on the next one.
And you and Racy go back and forth in like every tournament, really. That's interesting to watch. So thank you for your time, congratulations, and I'll give it back to Lethal and Nins.
Thank you very much, guys.